Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where last episode, among the many things that we did, I built this, which I want to call it a monstrosity, but it actually worked out pretty well, the London Loop. I managed to turn the two train lines that run through London into a little bit of a mini loop to transport people around the wider region. Now, while I do need to now reconfigure the bus routes to kind of maximize the space in which kind of London has grown to, I kind of don't want to do that just yet. Because now I've seen the progression and how amazing it's now starting to shift lots and lots of people around London itself. Every time a train comes, it pretty much gets full. I'm kind of jealous that I haven't done it to Birmingham, my hometown, and when I take a look at Birmingham, Birmingham is situated in a much better situation and position to implement said loop. We have a train station here on this one route, a second train station there, which is currently being connected to and from via trams, and we have, going around the loops as well. But if I implemented a train station here on this side of the city, and then one on this side, I've got a 4-station loop that I can connect up. And you know how much your boy's trying to favourite to. I'm trying not to play favourites, but it's completely clear I'm favouring my hometown over any other town in this game. Which is what I want to implement in today's episode. So if you are enjoying Transport Fever 2 and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, to be able to do this, we're going to situate a station here. So the train line can come down, turn, stop there, and then turn back in. And then replicate one over here as well. Then we're going to have to build a couple of bus routes that can kind of get to the areas and where the train stations don't technically reach. I'll keep the tram line in because the tram line is really, really beneficial for like the central areas. And you can see that there's a fair few amount of people currently waiting right now. So we might need to add more trams to those routes. But we'll see what happens when we add the additional train loop in first. So we've got the money. We can do this. I'm quite excited right now. So there's going to be a lot of configurations because, the way that the train line does fall off. So we've got to be a little bit careful about how we do things. So if we go to our train lines right now, buildings, and go to the elevated passenger station, we are going to make sure that, let's see right now. We'll keep the height at 20, no pillars. This will kind of make things a little bit easier. We'll do high speed, all that jazz. And how long do I make it? Is 240 too long? Let's see right now. If I placed you, for example, here, because we've got to also implement the merging and the bend. So we've got to be a little bit careful about how much we do this. So if I place this, for example, here, right, how does this now look? So obviously we don't touch the ground just yet. So let me just kind of configure this to have an actual connecting section to it. And that would go, I mean, where's the best way to go about doing this? You there, connection, oh there we go, we've got a connection to the road. So without doing anything else right now, you can see the radius in which the train station has just being connected to that one side of the road. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It is legit kind of crazy. I like it. I like it. So that's going to give us a huge radius of people and workplaces to transport to and from without adding anything additional in. Now let me just configure the rest of this station right now itself. So tracks, elevated tracks is what I need. We need to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And elevated platforms, just going to grab all these in real quick. Now I'm hoping that this is going to go to plan pretty well. That's what I'm hoping for right now. But we shall see. Right, elevated buildings, it's these ones, right? Yep. Add one on this side, and can I add anything? That's a connection there, that's a connection there. I know it deletes a few buildings, but we've got our connections in. And ultimately you can see the radius we now pretty much collect. So we're going to try now and see and find out if we can get this to actually physically connect to our current main line. So it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. So if I bring you out straight to begin with, And if I take a connection off there and bring this down, the slope apparently is too much. Oh, okay, I see it. I see. This is dropping down in general anyway. So if I bring this back out, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to... Do you know what? We might even have to kind of just snap it straight from up here. So if I went from there... Is this... Oh, why is it going that way? Well, let me pause the game for a second. So there's a bridge pillar issue, but we can live with that, providing we just sort out how it all kind of places in. So the bridge pillar comes from... Now, this is the difficult bit, boys. This is truly the difficult part of this. It's a case of trying to figure out the best location to do this turn. Oh, you've also got the bendy bit, the snappy snap section. So, we're running on this road. So, as long as we know we're running on this road, we should be okay. So, maybe down here could be the way, or maybe pushing as far back as we've done. Oh, hello. That. Oh my goodness me! Don't tell me this is going to work. Wow. Okay, that's glorious. That's glorious. So if I can now get the Chrissy Crossies in and all that jazz, with no issues. We're probably only going to have 2 trains max on this route anyway. And we don't need to do this because it's going to be a one-way loop. I'm not doing the loops back and forth. Well, at least I don't think I am anyway. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because now we are diving down quite deep. So the bridge pillar comes into play when it's there, really, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's scrap that idea off. If I went from this one and then... No, it's not going to work. Come all the way further back. So if I went to there with that, ran that in. Now here's me hoping I can follow this back. Because we're already clipping something or other. So bring you to there. Now we've just got to hope we can then get these 2 connected. But again, there's a issue. But you build it in stages is what I've learned. There we go. We build it in stages and then you don't get any of the issues. I can't believe we're managing to somehow do this. This is a bit of a tight squeeze. So you're to there. You're to there. That there's done. It might not be perfect or pretty, but that side's complete. I am flabbergasted. I really am. Now this is going to be a different, kind of a unique one right now because the land rises quite a bit here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that and whether I kind of maybe bring it from there and then bend it around this way. But we want to try and access as much of this as we possibly can. This will be the difficult one. If there's going to be a difficult one, this is it. So if I dropped this there, I'm going to drop this there on the hopes that it's easier to connect this to there than that is to there. So I need more space this side. Looking at the height differences, that one should be pretty easy to get done. We've heard that story before, haven't we, boys? We've heard that story before. Right, can we get these now connected? You're connected. You're connected. So you can see now the slight radius around, which is perfect. Let's just get the rest of the tracks now implemented. So, right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the elevated platforms. Bam, 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 bam. Add this in so I can get from the other side. All good, all good. And then these underneath. 1 there. 1 there. Oh, they're not actually connecting in. It might be an idea for us to slightly bring that road out there. For the sake of having the connection. Kind of glitched the system into thinking it actually kind of works like that. And I could delete that road, 'cause that's an extra road that we do not need. Where we can get bigger buildings growing there. We might need to go through the city in general and kind of play around with all of that. Right, anyway. Anyway. Now, I'm going to build this side first. I know that one's going to be perfectly fine. But this one's going to be, you know, stressing us slightly out is the best way to pull it. So if I brought this all the way through, now if I completely raised it, the issue I've got is it instantly wants to dig into the ground. So we're having to almost kind of bend and go outwards to get away from all of this. That's what we've got to try and do. So if I put it to here, I'm trying to see the angle in which it raises itself at. Or it might be easier just to kind of come from this side first. So if I kind of go from the outer area. Because we're kind of working up to that point. So if I confirm this, don't worry about the buildings oofing themselves because they will eventually grow. Oh. Okay. Not what I was expecting. But this is potentially going to work. That is a tight turn. But we're going around a hill. We are trying to go around this big hill here, so it's going to look a little bit funky. Right, now I said that this should be the easy one. This might be, now thinking about it, looking at it right now, this might be the one that causes us the most problems. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. So we might have to do the old trick, build it in sections. I mean, technically, I still don't need 2 lanes for the tracks. There we go. Right, delete that there and just keep coming back from this way. And then there should be no pillar expansions. Right, make this as sweet and as easy as we possibly can. And then we've got to sort out all the signals. Okay, doesn't like the idea of doing it there. And I can't delete that now, which is even more annoying. But that's fine, because what I can do is then maybe that goes to that way, and then obviously that goes to this way there. I can kind of do that crisscross, but over there instead. So it's not putting me out. There's literally going to be 2 trains in this line in total. And they're all going to go in one direction, so there's just no need for all this stuff. It just gives us the ability, in case we ever do need to bring trains this way, to make sure they don't have any crisscrossy issues. Now, signal-wise, we've now got to change it up quite dramatically. Because what we now need to do is have a signal there and in there, and only there. And then leading down this way, we then need a signal there, and then delete you. I could have one over here, which is completely fine. There's enough space there to run that in. Here, yeah, it would actually kind of be fine to do that as well. So, signal there, and then delete this one. And on this side, we need it to go... Right, we're going to signal just there. So this will need obviously to go there, and that goes there. There's enough space there for that to run in, and same with this on this side. There's enough space there before the crissy-crossy and saucy. Right, we're okay. So I can now press play mode. Allow this city to recuperate itself. It's a funky little turn off there, but it does have to go around a hill. Remember that, okay? Remember, it's still got to go around a hill. So I can get this up and running then. For the first time ever, let's create our Birmingham loop. Alright. There we go. We'll change this to like a dark blue colour that we can see. So we're coming in here on the right side, round to here on the right side, going round there to the right side, here on the right side. We're good. We actually couldn't be any more perfect if we tried. Birmingham loop. I think I might now have 2 Birmingham loops. I'm not too sure. No, we've got the outer loops. Okay, it's perfect. So I need to find a train thingy, which is just here, and I'm going to buy 2 trains for it. Now, we might as well go all out. We've got the money to play around right now and go for these big boys with 198 capacity. Add. Do I do 2 to begin with or 1? Nah, we'll do 2. We'll do 2. Right, buy 2. Birmingham loop. This is going to be interesting. So we'll allow these trains to now come out. Where they're coming out from? Oh, over here. So they'll do their thing. It will for obviously more congestion on the current stations that were there originally, because there's now additional 2 trains coming in and out. But it should work out in our favour anyway, boys. Oh, I've just actually realised that they might be on the wrong side. No, it's way that's leaving the platform is the issue. Okay. We should be alright. We should be alright. There's only 17 people on the Birmingham loop on that station. And 24 on that one as well. Obviously, it's going to take passengers away from the tram line, but the tram line still has a place because it goes through the city centre section of it. So there's still something for it to that degree. So it's not completely wasted. It's not completely wasted. Oh, this is exciting, boys. This is exciting. We're just waiting for the trains to make their way over here right now, aren't we? So there's one of them, I'm assuming. The other one... Or is that the first one? Wait, hold on. Birmingham loop. Wait, can they not come out of here and go in that? Oh, they actually can't, can they? I've just made a big boo-boo. I've realised that they can't do that turn. Oh, what an absolute noob, Seniac. You absolute noob. Is this one of them? No. So where are they going? They're going to go all the way down. Oh, I can't be doing that, boys. I can't be having it do that right now. Where's the Birmingham Loop train? So here's one of them. So here's one of them. Once it gets to the station and goes past the Chrissy Crossy here, I'm going to flip it round and send it back. I can't be having that, boys. I can't be having that right now. Right, is it going to go? Hold on, I might be able to turn this one round. No, where's the other one then? There's the second one. Has it got enough space to now turn round? Hold on. Because the crisscross for this... Wait, we actually don't have a crisscross here. Okay, now we do. So that will come down to here and do the crisscross there. Where's that other train? Is this it? No, that's the London Loop. Okay, it still hasn't made its move. I'll keep the window open so I can see it. That's now going to go down, turn off that way, and then head back. Right, we're back on board, baby. We're back on board. And we're just waiting for this one now to give us the green light to go. Right, what's this train actually waiting for? It's waiting for a free path. Oh, it's because we don't have any signals here. Right, there. Wow, okay, I didn't realise I didn't have any signals there. Right, but once it gets past the Chrissy Crossy, which is literally, it's going past right now, we will flip it round. So ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. And that should then go down here and be in the right lane. There we go. So we're all good now, boys. Just give them some time for the trains to head back. Is this it? No. Is it already there? Where is that Birmingham loop train? Is it already on the loop? You're not it. 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 Okay, you're one of them, but which one are you? I can't find the second one. Right, where's this? Wait, it's going back. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, do you reckon it's because they can't do the transition to go to the side that they need to go to? I reckon that also might be what it is. So if I implemented this and then follow, how could I mess this up as bad as I've messed it up? I truly don't know. I honestly do not know. So this should then did a turn and go that way. Hopefully. Yep. So the other train is down here. Right. Turn you round. And that will eventually make its way back. I've never had so many issues trying to make a train go to its current route. Right, 39 people waiting here. Very good, very good. And now we'll see some movements going on, boys. So these two stations here now have had enough time for it to tick by, where there's now 378 people. There's 460 odd there. Wow. But it has been waiting for some time, which is why we need the trains to get to their destinations. So here's the Birmingham Loop 1. I'm not sure what station it's stopping at first. It might be this one. This could be the first one it actually physically stops at. So where does it pick anybody up? Yep. It's picking people up. 198. And I wonder how many drops off here. We're going to find out now, boys. We're going to find out now. How much call to go from that one station to this next one. I'd say about 20 people got off there and then got on. But obviously the majority of people will get off here. And then once the other train, the second train on this loop, has made its way over and it's done a couple of circulations, eventually then the people should be moved about. So that's actually waiting over here. So this is where you see the big bulk of trains coming in. And everyone has to now wait their turn. Everyone must wait their turn, boys. Everyone must wait their turn. So this train's going to wait right now until this one's done its business. So I don't expect to make any profit on the London loop or this Birmingham loop. I'm not fully expecting to make any profit. But I am hoping it brings more connectivity to the two cities for them to grow a little bit more. So they've got to fully wait for this train to then go backwards again, which that's interesting. So off the train goes, and then once it's got past that little crissy-crossy, that train starts moving. Nice! That train's got to its station over here, which is perfect. But I want to see how many people get off here now. I want to see how low that number goes, what it goes down to. Come on, you fool. Right, here we go, boys. Here we go. So, made nearly 1 million. Wow, went down as low as 18 people on board. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, there's still lots of people there. That train's now on the way round. It's got 78 people on board. Right, these two trains are going to be super busy. Super busy. But they'll do what they need to do. 9 people currently waiting there. How many does he now drop off next? In the train comes. Choo choo. Right, come on, you fool. Okay, not too much money. It took about 40 people off almost, if that. And the people it picks up is not enough to fill the train up. Interesting. So, 2 is no longer an issue. That still slightly is, but the next train will come around eventually anyway. So, we'll just let it do a few circulations and see what we can get out of it. Worst case scenario, I add a 3rd train in, but once I've done a few circulations and people have been moved, the backlog of numbers will eventually just slowly start to die down. Or at least that's what you kind of hope for. But it is what kind of happened in London. The numbers on the London loop have definitely died down. Now that we have them doing a few more circulations. So it's what's going to happen to the Birmingham one. Just give it a little bit of time. But have we seen any kind of dramatic increase? We've added some recent dramatic increases for London in general, and I think that's mainly down to the fact that we're accessing more of the working areas of the town more than the residential areas. And is the same thing happening to Birmingham right now? I mean, it's just still going through an absolute exponential growth crisis to the point where Birmingham is going to ultimately take over Oxford. It's getting a little bit too close for comfort for Oxford. Oxford's like stressing out right now. They're like, you know, you're Birmingham, you're okay over there? Yeah. But it will continue to grow anyway. It will just ultimately just continue to grow. And these stations giving us more accessibility is going to play a big role in doing so as well. Food's still coming in, which is pretty good. So is the machines. How is that doing in general? We've still got a 10%, nice little 10% boost. Our target population is still 1,000 more than what it is. So it's still got room to grow. It's still got so much more room to grow. So you just got to let it do its thing, boys. Let it do its thing. There's that train there waiting. Next train behind it's coming in. Big stacks of cash, baby. Big stacks of cash. Anyway, we'll end it here, boys. And time will tell on how well those loops will progress. We've spent a lot of money recently, so don't expect us to be breaking any records in terms of profit. But we are looking like we've just had the most profitable year to date. 477. Let me just double check that. Let me go back. 467. Yeah. Our previous year was the most profitable one to date. Most income to date. Not profit because we've been spending loads of money. But when we don't spend it, we do get huge profits coming in. So we're so close to turning $500 million in income in a single year. We're actually getting pretty close to the ability to earn that type of revenue, which is really, really exciting. Now, this is an actual bit of an issue right now for these guys, is the fact that they are really having to wait for a pre-platform. We might need to eventually do something about that if it does become a little bit too busy. But they'll all take their turns. Hopefully now as this leads out, one of the first trains make their way in. Let's just watch and fingers crossed that these guys go next. So as they pass through, this train is still waiting for a free path. Oh, hold on. This is the Birmingham to Brighton train. What are you doing here? I think this train might have got caught up in the kerfuffle. Yeah, that train definitely got caught up in the kerfuffle right now. It is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. There's the other Birmingham loot train right now. Now, the line itself won't have turned a profit or made much money at all yet. Because we're waiting for that train there to kind of get out of here. Right, it should go now then, hopefully. Will it go now? Or it might have to wait for this train to complete its free... No, it's got to wait for this train. That train might be there for some time, boys. It might be there for some time. Birmingham to Brighton. You're like... Wait, you're the line that goes down through London in this way. What are you doing over here? Something definitely got messed up there, didn't it? Something definitely got messed up. And I don't quite know what messed up. Hilarious, boys. Right, are we going to see it now move once this train has departed? No, because it looks like this train's coming in. Will it now skedoodle out? This train here is taken over. I'd like to know at what point. This is another Birmingham to Brighton train as well. Big stonks coming in, baby. Big stonks. Right, at least let's just wait until we can see this one exiting. There's no trains currently waiting, so by the time that this leaves, this should get the green light to then move. Go on, boy. Your time is now. Oh my goodness me, this train is taking over. Right. What can I do here to fix this? This is kind of actually mental. What I could do is go against all logic and throw a signal here. Because then it means trains coming this way can then wait there, thus bypassing the train waiting here. Because it's not in anyone's way, and it allows you to then utilise the bypassing route. Ah, I should have put the stop there. But that's fixed it anyway. There's going to be no issues. Because this train now comes in. That's Skadoodle's out, and we're back on it, boys. It's not the best system to do, but it's a system that should work nonetheless. So that train will now wait there because a train's coming in to take that platform, but at least it's not going to get duped by a train coming this way. It will be the next one. Oh, it's all stressful, boys. It is all stressful, but at least we're figuring it out and we're pointing in the right direction. What will this do for us in the long run? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do for us in the long run, but I'm excited to see how the city is going to continually expand moving forward. And now with the additional trains coming in, we should then be able to start putting a dent in this Birmingham loop. See, that train now coming out has meant that this train can't overstep it. And now we are moving. And now we are moving. So then that train will then move forward. So having that there is allowing them to take turns to be the next train into the platform. Right. We'll leave it. Birmingham is mahoosive. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.